Hi, my name is Haris, and I'm here to explain some key technical aspects about the Symterra pulse system. In this demo, we're going to talk about substrate, grounding, and some do's and don'ts which are going to help you during your installation setup. So what is a substrate? Anything that the Symterra pulse system gets mounted on or any nearby objects that can absorb the Symterra deterrent signal are called substrate. So how many types of substrate are there? In total, there are 4 major categories of substrates. Number 1, metal. Number 2, concrete. Number 3, wood. And number 4, adobe. So how does these substrate affect the signal? Since the signal is based off electromagnetic pulses, it not only gets attracted or targets the bird's landing patterns, but some of this signal is also absorbed by the substrate and is being dispersed all along the roof itself. So learning about the recommended lengths and the height of the support structure is a key element for the success of your installation. What are the different recommendations as per substrate? Number 1, metal. For metal, we recommend that you use 6-inch tall spacers. The recommended length is 400 linear feet or 120 linear meters. For concrete, we suggest that you use 4-inch tall spacers and the recommended length is 500 linear feet or 152 linear meters. For adobe and wood, we recommend that you use 2-inch tall spacers and the recommended length is 180 linear meters or 600 linear feet. Adhering to these recommendations would help ensure that the Symterra pulse system performs to its best possible performance and the deterrent signal would be most efficient. Segment 2, grounding. It's important to know how to ground your Symterra pulse system. Symterra's pulse system comes with a grounded wire, but it's necessary to ground the system from the external grounded connector present on the enclosure for the best possible performance. Grounding can be done using the Symterra emitter line. The connector at the end matches with the opposite connector present on the enclosure. If you don't have an excessive Symterra line, you can use the connector provided in your accessory bag and couple it with the wire which matches the electrical specification for the local grid. That is for North America 110 volts, for Europe 220 volts, and for Australia 230 volts. For mechanical specs, please refer to installation manual for further details. So where to ground the Symterra pulse system? The best way to ground the Symterra pulse system is to take the grounding wire to the grounding rod at your facility. If that's not an option, take the grounding wire to the nearest electrical conduit only. Segment 3, do's and don'ts. In this segment, we're going to talk about a hypothetical scenario where birds are infesting a site and we will try to protect it. We have a metal framing and we have a nest there and we have a landing site up top and we have a feeding ground down below. So now we're going to try to protect the site. Number 1, since the site is metal, don't use 2-inch or 4-inch spacers. Always use a 6-inch spacer. Number 2, never put the spacers or emitter line out of sight of the birds as the deterrent signal does not pass through the substrate. So how do we protect our site? We're going to start with up high. We're going to install our spacers and emitter line up top. This layout, the birds flying in high can't land on this ledge or the region behind it. So we have secured it from flying in high. It's the emitter line that carries the Symterra deterrent signal and not the spacers. In this scenario, the Symterra emitter line is generating a 120 field of view and it's stopping the birds from flying in high and landing over this ledge or the region behind it. Since there is a deterrent field up there, the birds can't fly in from above, but they can fly in from low and try to land over this ledge. In order to protect the landings from below, we're going to install the emitter line in this segment as well. With this new layout, now the field is pointing outwards towards the ground and towards the sky. Now, when the birds want to fly from below, they would be deterred by this field, and as they go up, they would be deterred by the field above. So this would ensure a 100% bird-free region up top. Now the site from above has been secured. But is the nest secured? The answer is no. The reason being is the birds can still fly in low and land inside the structure and move to the nest. In order to protect the nest, we will add another row of emitter line in this section. With this updated setup, now the birds can't fly from below and they are unable to fly from high. So now we have secured the top landing site and we have secured the nesting area. Please make sure the wire is not touching the substrate. To do that, use a spacer in between. At end of the line, use an end cap with the connector to ensure water ingression does not take place. These were some technical aspects of the Symterra pulse system. For further details, please visit gosymterra.com.